Hi there. Today we are at the Morgantown, Pennsylvania Goodwill. I rarely go here because it's further out than I normally like my little circle. I think everyone has kind of their circle comfort zone, and Morgantown is not part of it. It would be if this Goodwill was amazing, but in the past it's been okay. Here, this whole thing was bundled, I think maybe for $5. Pretty crazy. So I have not been here in a while because it just hasn't been great. It used to be in another location and I would frequent it a little bit more. And then they moved to this nicer, more modern area and I just don't like it. So the reason why we're here today is because I was at East Earl. That was the video I dropped on Thursday. This is Saturday. And then I was like, well, it's only 7 miles away. Let's go. There was a whole bunch. Isn't this called Blue Willow? I'm pretty sure this is called Blue Willow. They had a whole bunch of this pattern of dishes here. And then I also noticed, what do you notice? I noticed that they have not switched over to the new shelving. This one and the Elizabethtown have not moved over to the new shelving, which I kind of like because the aisles are wider and bigger and you have more room and you're not on top of each other. It is interesting. Well, it's interesting to me that some Goodwills have not switched over and then everyone else is kind of crammed in there. I am doing a voiceover because the music is loud, and I know the music was loud on Thursday, and I was surprised that YouTube did not copyright strike me for that music, which I was kind of glad. But I decided to do a voiceover for this one. Do you see it? Do you spy it? There's an egg-tastic. We all get 2 points. And the only thing I'd found so far was this Tender Heart Bear Care Bear for Jenny. Jenny really enjoys Care Bear plush, and so I texted her a picture of this, and she said, yes, please. So I decided not to get a cart, but just see if not getting a cart will let me find all of the treasures. There's some more of this Blue Willow, right? Creamer, Sugar Bowl. These were not the same pattern, but kind of the same genre of design. But I am not buying any more creamer and sugar bowls because they just are not sellers for me. I have them mostly listed on eBay. I say mostly listed because I have brought them over to Whatnot and they have not sold on Whatnot. So I'm taking a break from them, even though I do like them. I think I'm telling you that I was thinking of making onion soup, French onion soup. It's so good. I made it in the past. It was so delicious. And right now on this day, it was about 28 degrees. It was so windy and so cold. Oh, look, and then there's another egg-tastic. Double points for us. And so I was thinking, oh, French onion soup would be really, really delicious. I found the top to a hen-on nest. This is not a super exciting one. The slag glass ones are the ones that are fantastic. So then I thought, well, they've listed the top. Maybe I'll find the bottom, and then I'll go back. But I never did find the bottom. This was an interesting owl. It was made recently, it was like 2021 or something like that, and the eyeballs were bottle caps. Oh, getting back to the soup. What's your favorite soup? My favorite soup, well, that I've made is French onion soup. Oh, I just got a whole bunch of mason jars from my friend's grandparents' house. I have blue mason jars, and then I have clear ones with the lids that I filled with buttons. And then that is a Jeanette glass sugar bowl with the pear. Anyway, what is your favorite soup? I like the French onion soup because of the cheese, and it's delicious. But I also like tomato with grilled cheese. That's delicious. Chicken noodle, classic. So in the comments below, if you like soup, tell me your favorite soup recipe because it is totally soup weather right now. It is so cold here. But it is wintertime. It is January. It is Pennsylvania. It's expected. It'd be weird if it was 80. I am going to be selling the glass jars with vintage buttons on my next Whatnot sale on the 14th at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. So if you like vintage buttons and glass jars, make sure you stop by Whatnot 7 o'clock Eastern Standard on the 14th, 2025, in case you're watching this in the future. And it's way past 2025. They have a very nicely organized store. Things aren't too crowded, but there's a lot of things to look at on the shelves. And of course, this is a brand new to me, Goodwill, because I haven't been here in years. I decided to look this maker up. It's from England. It's a little ashtray. There's a ton of them listed on eBay. I decided not to get that I also spy these Port Marion new old stock, new open package napkins. These are super pretty. I have a lot of Port Marion listed on eBay if you're interested in that. I'm currently having a 25% off sale on everything on eBay. And so those are currently listed. I'm telling you, I'm not going to get the ashtray, but go with these. So we have a Care Bear and we have napkins so far. Now this is kind of more the frame area, but I always look real quick to see if anything, catches my eye. Isn't that cute, that little giraffe? Now we're over more in the figurines. I love a good figurine aisle. This was very sweet, and the little elephant. And then this bowl reminded me of an apple bowl that I just recently sold on Whatnot. It was this big green apple shaped bowl. This, I think, was Delft, and I think it did say Delft on the bottom. It was very old, but it had a crack in the handle. That was neat. Definitely has a lot of age to it. Some kind of cruet, I would guess. That was what it was used for. Try not to go too fast so you can see what I am also looking at, but I also want to look at the top shelves. And on the top shelf, I found this little thingy, little egg basket, and the stuffed animal looked good. Like you could tell it was good quality. And then I turned it around, and sure enough, it was a Gund. And that reminds me of my childhood. My sister had lots of Gund plush when we were little. There's a cute little chick in the basket. I decided to leave it more at eye level so someone would snag that. Easter's gonna be here before we know it. And let's see. I was looking to see if there was anything obviously vintage. That was really pretty. This was a dogwood, kind of a planter, shallow planter. Those are kind of awkward to ship. This caught my eye. And I read the ingredients first, and it has paprika in it and also fruit. And it turns out they are fruit, like chews or fruit candies. But that paprika was throwing me off. But look how cute. I do a terrible job, but I do move it closer to the camera. Look how cute this is. And there's a whole series of these artworks, the Cat's Gallery. If you look up the Cat's Gallery, you can see all different kinds of art with cats. And it's so cute. They have a mouse at look, there's a mouse there instead of a dog. Usually there's a dog. And so that is going to be for sale on my next Whatnot show on Tuesday, also the 14th. I did not have a show this past Friday because of the weather. I always get headaches when the weather is going to rain, and we got snow. So apparently I get headaches when it's going to snow, which is a pain. And I just did not feel good. So I moved my show from Friday, and everything that I had for Friday will be for sale on Tuesday. So if you really like that cat tin and you'd like it, make sure you hang out with us on Whatnot on Tuesday, and it'll be for sale. But there's all different, I don't know if they're based on real life artwork or they just made cat artwork. It's a very cute little collection. On the top shelf here was a nativity. The wise men looked kind of angry. They had kind of bulgy eyes, looked kind of mad. They didn't have a large Christmas area, or if they did, if I remember correctly, they just had one little tiny area, which was nice because the Goodwills around here had tons of Christmas stuff. These are very pretty. Precious Moments. I tend to not pick up Precious Moments for sale. I've picked up Precious Moments in the past to make not so precious moments, little art projects. These were very pretty. They're taller than the normal Precious Moments, and everybody was there except for Spring. Spring had left. She's like, I'm out of here. So I didn't even bother looking up resale value because I just tend to stay away from Precious Moments for resale. I do know the Precious Moments Nativity is a good money maker. So if the Nativity was there for a good price, I definitely would have picked that up. This little pumpkin was cute. The lip was kind of sweet, how it kind of like puckered out. I thought it was going to be a hobbyist piece, but I didn't see any signature on the bottom, which doesn't mean that it could have been a art studio piece, but I'm not sure if it was or mass produced or not because it didn't have any kind of marking on it. Look at these two Cupids. Holy moly, they are loving each other. They're like, oh, we can't wait for Valentine's Day. It's like, well, they're very passionate. Okay, now we're going to go down the other side of the aisle. I like to go down one. Oh, why didn't I turn around? Oh, I think because I had kind of been looking and didn't really see anything. All right, so we're not going to go down the other side of the aisle. We're going to go down this aisle. In a past video, I had talked about if you find things that look like figurines, but there's holes on the top and the bottom. They're macrame beads. So here is an example of what I was talking about. This is a macrame piece for probably a plant or maybe just decor. I don't think you would want a light in there. And those are the macrame beads, the horses with the holes on the top and the bottom. So that gives you an idea of what I was talking about in a past video. Because of the theme of merry-go-round, I decided not to get it. If it was owls or snails or mushrooms, definitely would have picked that up for sure. This was kind of more like paperwork area. So just scanning it real quick, see if there's anything interesting. Here's some Yankee candles. I think it was only $3.99. Well, how much was it? $5 maybe, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Those Yankee candles are expensive. When I worked at the Hallmark store 100 years ago, I used to get Yankee candles all the time because I had a discount, but man, they're expensive now. This was interesting to me too because this was a local gas station, and every Christmas they would bring out a new Hess truck, and sometimes there are sellers at auctions and sometimes they are not. Now we've moved on to the purses. Now look, I found a Vera Bradley, and I think I might have an accidental collection now because I have four. I have four of these. I have two in this style and I have two in the other style. I brought it home and Jenny's like, "Really, Mama?" I was like, "It's good for traveling. It's only $8 and it's in really great shape. Look at that bottom. Look at it. Look at the handles. Everything was so clean." And then I decided to get the lunchbox too, that pink one. I was distracted by that purse, and then this poor baby had gotten sliced. But I decided to get the lunch bag as well because we like to bring snacks with us when we are going, if we're going out for the day. And I thought that would be a nice little bag to keep snacks in. Super clean inside. Seems like it's brand new, and it's Vera Bradley, and it was only $4.99. So here's my accidental collection. But you know what? It worked out because now I don't have to get a shopping cart because everything fit in the bag. I can't resist. It's such a great price for me. Maybe you disagree, maybe you agree, but I always say it's an accidental collection if you've collected them and you didn't mean to. You don't like purposely go looking for bags. That's why it's called an accidental collection. This I thought was super cool, but then I was super disappointed when I found out that it was broken. These are, I was distracted by that because I thought it was cute. These are called puzzle boxes, and I've sold them in the past. I've mallard ducks and people. They're usually animals, but I think I've sold a person like holding something. Maybe I'm making that up. But anyway, this one is missing a little piece. Well, that was broken off, and then there's a little piece in the front that's missing. This was originally sold out of Florida. It was probably made in the Philippines. That's usually where they're made, or Indonesia. And this was a really cool pelican. It was a shame it was broken and missing, or I definitely would have picked that up because people enjoy puzzle boxes. Maybe it wasn't a person. Maybe it was a bear, and I'm thinking it was a person holding a bear. Doesn't matter. Here's some wooden salt and pepper shakers. Isn't it funny how your mind's like, no, I think it was a person. But anyway, I decided to take my new shopping bag and keep on moving down. There was a whole bunch of canisters there. And, these were cute. These little creamer, sugars. I thought that was Stangl, so I was testing my knowledge, and that was Stangl. And then, not quite, I don't remember what that one was, but I walked away from the sugar bowls because I'm taking a break from them right now. My friend has something very similar to this in her kitchen window, so that reminded me of her. And then this was very pretty. This is porcelain or ceramic, so I had to move it over to get a closer look at it. I was thinking this would be a shipping nightmare. Look at those long, skinny stems. I think that's so pretty. It had a little snail on there. I thought, how is this not broken? But then I realized that on the top tulip right there, there's no marking on it. The top tulip had broken off, but you could still display it. It was so pretty. This was a really neat bag. It was a mass-produced bag, but I thought it was very cute. It would be perfect, I was telling you. It would be perfect for dog toys or cat toys. It's a little bit, oh, there's Barney shaking. It's a little too high for Susie, my Shih Tzu, to get her toys. She has a basket now, but it's a lower basket, so she can easily get her toys. Then I decided to take you over into the art section. This was huge. That painting of the ocean was ginormous. And then they had furniture, and look how pretty this desk is. This is a super pretty desk, and it was only $15. Look how nice that is. Well, I thought it was really nice. Some of you are probably like, what? That's so pretty with the little details on there. It kind of reminds me of Amish furniture. We have Amish furniture places around here, obviously, and it kind of reminds me of that. Now, what is this? What is this? Quick, put in the comments now. I'm going to tell you what it is. At first, I was like, is this a massager? That is a weird massager. And then I wanted to know how much it was. I never did find a price on it. Only the cushions were priced. And then I went around the front. And then I realized, oh, there was a hair, what was it called? A hair steamer. A hair steamer for $20. That was more than the desk. But anyway, this is for your feet. To get a pedicure. That's what this was. Very, very specific customer is going to come in here and take this. I'm kind of surprised that Goodwill took this, because I bet this was really heavy to get in there. And then I guess those gray cushions go with it, but maybe not. Wouldn't they have to be waterproof, like plastic covered? I am not sure. I was looking and looking for a price on that. I've never seen this at a Goodwill before. And I thought the hair steamer, isn't that a hair dryer? I thought that was funny. And I thought it was a little bit sad that it was $20 and I could have gotten the desk for $5 less. Anyway, then we go down here, see what else they had. They had another desk, more contemporary style. And they had kind of an entertainment section, desk area. Sorry, the camera's kind of moving around fast. And then on the other side, they had some more furniture. I thought this was a neat little table, little double, what would you call that? I'm not sure. Oh, and then they had crutches in the way. I thought, well, someone's going to fall over these crutches and need the crutches. So I put the crutches back. And then there were golf clubs there, but I don't do golf clubs, so I didn't get that. And that wraps up our trip to the Morgantown Goodwill. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see ya.